Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again. My name is Naz. This is my buddy Jake. We're the Reaction Haven. And today we're going to be watching The Kingsman.
So, neither of us have seen The Kingsman yet. We've seen the first two. We both agree the first one was really good.
The first one was
awesome.
Very entertaining.
It was unique. It was kind of the first of its kind. The second one definitely took a drop down. Channing Tatum was like, nah.
Yeah, massive step down.
No, yeah.
There were some enjoyable parts in there, but for the most part, not quite as good as the first one. Here, we're hoping that it kind of revamps the franchise up again and hope that this one is just as good, if not better, than the first one. But we're excited to see it, so sit back, relax, and let's get to it.
Hey, it's the guy from Gladiator.
He doesn't age.
He seriously doesn't.
I think he drinks like vampire's blood or unicorn.
He gets hotter with age.
Oh!
Hey! Tywin Lannister. Okay, I guess we can say the moms are again one for one
so far. Yeah. Oh.
Bro. What the heck? Where'd that come from?
That close.
Downton Abbey.
My study in 5 minutes.
You know what that means.
Oh gosh, that's not good.
In front of his wife? Ray Fiennes, Voldemort, come on, man.
Okay, that kid looks like Tarek Killam from Saturday Night Live.
Tarek Killam.
Bro, Djimon Hounsou is like... He's like 55 at least. Look at that. Look at that. Gosh.
Yeah, he doesn't age, man.
Like 55, man. Goodness.
My father also brought me here for my first suit. Kingsman, world's finest tailor.
I'm so glad we share the same club.
Oh,
Indeed,
so alive.
Kingsman clientele's enough to make any club envious.
Who's more evil, Tywin Lannister or Voldemort?
Oh.
Oh, that's what's his face from Watchmen.
Yep.
Ozymandias. Damn, I'm good.
Okay. Whoa. Wow.
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 Ka-chow. Look at that. It's like an elevator on a mountain.
Pulled up by ropes. Who's this guy?
Always hunting.
What did that goat do, man? Come on. Alright, I already don't like this guy.
Are we gonna see this dude's face at some point? Okay, I'm gonna suggest right now the mole is that dude from Watchmen.
He grew up to become Kaiser Wilhelm of Germany, Tsar Nicholas of Russia, and King George of England. And now poor Ferdinand is
Yeah, and they all looked exactly alike too.
I know, they're
so
all
crazy.
They're the same person.
reignite their childhood feud.
I once before, then I will have it.
Is this too comical?
As Russia's ally, we have no
It's
choice.
almost like a parody of a spy movie.
Object of war is not to die for one's country, but to make the enemy die for theirs.
Tell him how it is, Tywin.
Like you, I wanted to serve my country.
Flashback.
But soon I began to question what right we had.
But it's like Call of Duty.
The land,
Yeah.
dishes. And I killed a piece of myself.
And put him in Horcruxes. Yes. You're thinking the same thing.
As soon as I
To
replaced this
split the soul into 7 pieces.
I'll join them.
Melon's beard.
This reminds me of the Jack Black King Kong.
A little bit. It was beauty. Killed the beast.
That sounded just like him. I just remember the scene where he was like trying to give those indigenous people some chocolate.
Just take it, just take it.
Oh,
Oh, it's something
goodness.
that's cool.
Schnell, ja.
It's the bald dude. Oh no. Tywin,
5 million dead.
you're about to eat it.
May God forgive me. It is time for us to kill Grigory Rasputin.
Hey.
I only make decisions when my stomach is full or my balls are empty.
God dinner, pizza.
You know so much about my reputation. Put your leg in my lap.
What is this conversation? What? What is actually happening? It sounds like the Dune soundtrack.
Seriously. No. Dude, what? God! Who wrote this? Oh, there we go. Overture of 1812.
More of this! Rather than the
Yeah.
friggin' leg licking.
Gosh, that was so awkward.
Why is he doing this to his goats, man?
I'm glad that we can finally see eye to eye.
Well, we can now.
Ha 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 ha. Dad joke.
Candles, I'm sure.
Is he supposed to be 19? He looks older than us.
Yeah, he's a 30-year-old, 19-year-old.
World War I, sponsored by Ray-Bans. Latin,
French, German,
Latin.
Latin.
Well done, you. You are incredible. And there's hope for Conrad.
Get a room, Jesus.
Hans Corporal?
So,
What's your name?
one scope for
It's
pizza.
Aaron Taylor
Who's
Johnson.
that dude?
It's Quicksilver.
And Kick-Ass.
And Kick-Ass. Where's Wonder Woman?
Good thing he was trained by his dad. Or Djimon Hounsou, rather.
Oh! All right.
Gosh. Dude. Gosh. See the last one left?
I think there's one more.
What happened to like the
Oh.
general? Oh my gosh.
It reminds me of that scene in 1917.
Off we go to a hero's welcome.
My man.
You're coming with me, yo.
Oh, it's like Tatooine.
It's like Platoon.
Give him cover, lads. Okay, I like this scene. Is pretty cool.
Oh.
They're good. They're good. They're good.
Oh no.
You take the full force of that blast, sir. You're right. There's a
simple explanation. I'm not Archie. Fucking German spy.
Dude.
Just like that? I wasn't expecting that.
Dude, that was...
What?
Should have just said his real name, man. Gosh.
Forgive me, my lady.
Oh!
Whoa. Dude, there's like no backstory on her character. She literally just showed up. Get ready, bud. Oh. Hey.
Ambassador?
Stanley
Say what
Tucci?
She has an extreme case of hypoxia. Excellent. Show her.
Of course, there's only one place in the world where you can find that. Sort
That
of cashmere.
scarf.
Only one place.
Oh, there we go.
You think that bald evil dude would be smart enough not to give someone something so unique from... You can just find, you know...
They can find at that one spot.
one
where he's
spot in
at.
the world.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, you dumb...
Bro.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. You're telling me no one saw that. Oh.
Dude, those things look so ugly. Gosh.
Really? I think they're so cute.
They look like old men.
They look so cute. Look at that. Look at the... Oh. What the? How's that goat doing that? Of course.
Bro. Quick! Give me a hand.
Jumped on a goat.
That guy's dead. Gosh, that was so awesome.
Gentleman does not hide in the shadows.
Manners maketh man. Was he like a former Kingsman?
Surprise.
Dude, that was him the whole time? Ooh, that was cool camera work. Ooh.
Of course, one of them's gonna fall off. I think I know what's gonna happen. Yep.
Oh! Gosh. He's probably okay, right?
Just a flesh wound.
And long live the Kingsman.
Alright guys, that was the Kingsman.
Okay, you had the first scene where his wife gets shot. Boom, the kid's real sad. Okay. And then for the next like 45 minutes, you just had a bunch of random scenes where it's like, okay, who's this person? Okay, who's this person? And it wasn't very coherent. It was just very choppy.
Yeah, from us watching, it just felt like scenes were just taking place. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't. It was almost boring. Like the scenes, people were just talking. Some things were happening, but and we didn't care about it. Any of it. We have to talk about that dinner scene, because I'd say it was probably up there with the badness of the Black Widow dinner scene. Link to the video right here, guys. It was just so weird. Is putting it lightly. Ralph Fiennes ends up, going to that room with Rasputin and takes off his pants.
Yeah.
and Rasputin's like, all right, let me lick your leg. It'll be all
Yeah,
better."
and like there was just this odd like sexual thing that Rasputin had going on because he was like talking to his son like, you know, we F like tigers.
Yeah. What a line, though. What a line. He was literally licking the wound from on his leg.
Yeah, just like how it looked with Ray Fiennes with his underwear on, and then Rasputin was just like. It's like,
Is this really happening right now? I was kind of in shock that the whole scene was actually happening.
It was so odd because that was the only place in the movie where they had like 20 F-bombs.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And they were just throwing it around. It was just like,
Just back to back.
is there a purpose for this?
But something good did come out of that dinner scene was the fight with Rasputin and all of them. When Rasputin was jumping about, doing like ballet dance moves on the table, fighting Djimon Hounsou and Ray Fiennes, that was pretty interesting how they did that. That he was doing dances to avoid getting hit.
Yeah.
I would say that was pretty original. Eventually, what happened to the son? The beginning was sort of set up to be kind of his story, like his growth as a kid, being like part of the Kingsman. This is what we thought. The first half of the story was all about him, and then he eats it halfway through the movie, which was so underwhelming and very disappointing.
Especially with what he just went through with. He was the first one to volunteer out of those 6 guys. Well, the other 5 were forced to, but he volunteered to go and retrieve that thing from that spy soldier. And while they were there, they had that whole like badass knife fight with those Germans.
Awesome.
Gosh, that was so awesome.
It was awesome.
And it's like, okay, thankfully he had Djimon Hounsou to train him when he was a kid, or else he would have freaking died for sure, like those other kids, He happens to find the spy, who's happens to be alive, carries him all the way back to their other side, like the front.
And then the other guy eats it. Gets blowed up. He gets there.
And then after all that, because he was asked his name, and he told him that other dude's name and not his real name, he's suspected of being a traitor. He holds up the thing with the Nazi with the Hydra logo on it, and then boom,
Hydra logo, and then just gets shot in the head. We weren't expecting that at all.
I was like, did that just really happen?
Yeah, I thought it was like a dream sequence where he was just imagining the whole thing. I was waiting for he was gonna like wake up. Yeah, I thought maybe he like fell asleep in the trenches or something. We were hoping that he was gonna come in at the end, help his father and Djimon Hounsou with getting rid of that main bad dude, which we'll get to in a sec. Yeah, man, it's just very. I didn't like that part at all. They were setting him up to be this really great, hero to save the day, but maybe I guess that's what the film was trying to say. That's war. You can't get too attached, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
But in terms of like storytelling, it was just. We just thought it was poorly done. I personally did not like the villain. They just showed the back of his bald head, talking a weird like Scottish or Welsh accent. We didn't really get to see his backstory. They just talked about, these Englishmen did something to my family all this time ago. That was it. I was like, we'll talk more about that. I want to know why you're so mad at all these people and why you're doing this. It was just like a line thrown in there, and of course, it ended up being that one assistant to Tywin Lannister.
Well, I assumed he would be the mole because he was one of those characters when he was introduced. We just briefly saw him and heard him talk, but it wasn't explicitly shown. Hey, this guy's like a really good guy. So for that reason, I was like, he's got to be some kind of
from the stuff that we've seen him before in the past.
Yeah.
From Watchmen and him in was it The Crown or something?
The Crown, yeah. He just has this like demeanor about him that's like, he's got to be like a snake.
Speaking of that dude,
what's
with the animal abuse? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, that was
What did his goats ever do to him? Is my question. He was just like, I'm so mad. I'm gonna slice this goat up. I'm gonna slice this goat's horn up.
Especially like it was
what
his.
What are you doing?
It was his favorite one. He just goes over.
And we're just sitting there. We're just like, what are you doing? What did that goat do to you? There was not really any backstory between Polly and Ray Fiennes.
Oh yeah.
They were just kind of.
That kiss came out of nowhere. We were like, what?
Yeah, I was like, are you a nanny or what are you supposed to be?
Yeah, and it was weird because like it showed it only in the last like 30 minutes of the movie because that first scene where they're talking, she's like, you didn't offer me a cup of tea. And then like, why are you talking down to me? And it's like, you're the nanny talking to the lord of the house like this. That seemed weird.
And we get
but then you find out they're in the Kingsman. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we get that one scene was supposed to be funny where she goes in and kisses Ralph Fiennes, and she was like, "Apologies, my lady," and then makes out with him in front of his dead wife's picture.
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be funny, but I found it kind of disturbing.
I know, but yeah, she said, "Apologies, my lady," right? Like,
and just
like to her?
And just tongues Ralph Fiennes in front of the picture.
Positives, oh my gosh. Every scene with Djimon Hounsou, when he was fighting, was
great side character.
Top notch. Yeah, he had a great character. By the way, the dude is like, 55, 60 years old, and he looks like that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And like we said, Djimon Hounsou, when he just like was hanging on the rope, and that other guy just ate it. It was in the elevator, boom, going down, right? And he just whipped up there and sliced his head off.
Even though this is a prequel, it really had almost nothing to do with the first two Kingsman movies. And that could be a positive, but I think it's more of a negative here. We would have liked to see more of a connection between the stuff going on here and the previous two Kingsman movies, and there was almost nothing.
And they could have gone in a better direction. Yeah, I mean, going back to the son, like, sorry, but like, he was a big character, and then just boom, kill him off, and then no, now we're shifting all to like Ralph Fiennes getting this done. It was just weird, and it just felt like, man, they could have done a lot better job.
Yeah, basically first half of the film, second half, alright.
Oh yeah,
alright, not bad.
Yeah, very good. I would have to give this like probably a 6 out of 10. Like I said, the action scenes, when they were popping. I love Ralph Fiennes. I love Djimon Hounsou, and they did a great job. The scenery was really cool. I liked seeing like all the palaces. Like, went to Windsor, it reminded me of the Crown, and then the stuff in Russia. That stuff was so cool. The scenery of that giant mountain with all the goats.
And for me, I'm gonna give this movie a C-. The only saving grace of this film for me is the last 30-45 minutes of the film, where I actually kind of started caring about the characters, but just from the beginning to about a little bit more than halfway through, I just didn't care about the movie. I didn't care about the characters.
Yeah.
Everything was just kind of thrown in together. The scenes, like I said before, things were just happening and we were just watching it. The biggest sin for me was when they offed my dude here, his son. Just sort of a wasted storyline is the best way I could put it. So I'm gonna give this movie, like I said, a C-. From the first Kingsman movie was entertaining.
Oh yeah.
And then the second one was, and this one I think was definitely the worst one out of the three Kingsman movies.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today at Reaction Haven to The Kingsman, the latest installment of the Kingsman series. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.